Alrighty. Good morning. Good morning. How are we doing, everybody? Welcome on. What up, Gabe? What up, RM? Hold on, let me turn off stream real quick so I can see this. What up, Tell? What up, J-Man? What up, Fancy? What up, Debo? What up, Gabe? What up, John? What up, Amari? What up, Biker? What up, Drew? What up, Chris? What up, Gabe? What up, Starlight? What up, Thomas? Hopefully everybody's having a good Monday morning. Still overseas? No, I'm back home. But you guys might recognize that I'm in a new location, new background. We recently just moved, so I had to set up everything, and we're still in the process of getting the room. But this is gonna be like the office for me, and I still got a lot of work though. There's a lot of boxes in the back that I moved out of the way though. Did I say Monday? I meant Wednesday. My bad. Okay. Let me just pull this to the side real quick, and then I'll have to keep looking. All right. So hopefully everybody's doing well. Let's talk about kind of what we're looking at going into today. So first thing, talking about overnight session, what happened, what is going to give us the bias going into the day. I'm at a point in time where I would really like to start to see us. Oh my God, my light fell. Okay. I'd really like to see us start to rebalance to the downside. So we've been pushing for literally 3 straight weeks. I want to start to see us start to rebalance to the downside. This could start to be a little bit of the end of the model. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Monday, Tuesday, just continue up, and then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday start to sell back off. That is a possibility. What I'm watching for going into today is I am bullish going into the morning. I think NQ is going to have a nice little push. In fact, there actually might not be a too bad of a long setup somewhere nestled in here to possibly long to go see us rebalance to that 1 hour fair value gap, as well as the 15-minute fair value gap that we have in here. So we're at a point in time where I really want to see us either start to come up, run through these imbalances, come back to this order block, come back up here, and then from there start to wait to see if structure wants to then sell back off to the downside, right? Because we're at a point in time where this could start to be market maker sell model, but I'm not confident in it yet because it's just the start. I need to see something start to reverse to the downside, and I need to start to see bearish imbalances start to be respected, and I want to see bullish imbalances I want to see bearish imbalances get respected, and I want to see bullish imbalances get ran through. So right now, going into the morning, I do expect NQ to continue to push up higher. We'll probably just have a nice little push at open up into that 15-minute. What I do want to watch for, again, is going to be this 15-minute fair value gap. So this is the one that I'm going to be watching. We have this order block here as well. I want to see if this is going to be an area that we start to reject to, or are we going to go back to OTE of this range, come back up to equilibrium, which is literally aligned right with that order block, or if we want to come back up even higher into that 15-minute fair value gap here. We also have a little bit of an inverse here as well. But I'm going to be mostly just watching the morning action to tell me what we want to do, because there is a possibility as well that all of these imbalances just get ran through. And if that's the case, then I'll be looking for long. So what I'm really going to be looking for is a big move at the open. If we form some sort of imbalance here, I'm going to be watching to see if that gets respected or not. So I'm literally going to predict probably the play that we get today. This is what's going to happen. I'm expecting most likely push it open. We're going to get a lot of volatility, a lot of volume. It's going to be pretty quick, and we're going to run up into this 15-minute fair value gap. From there, I think we're most likely going to go a little bit through it. And we're going to form some sort of imbalance here, maybe a 5-minute, maybe a 1-minute, maybe a 15-minute, depending on how slow price action, depending on how efficient we are. I want to see us pull back into this. Most people are going to say this is going to be a rejection of this 15-minute fair value gap, but I'm going to be watching to see if this imbalance of the 15-minute, this bullish imbalance, either holds or it gets ran through. From there is what that's going to decide my bias, and that's going to decide how I'm going to trade it. So keep in mind, we also have news 30 minutes after open. So once this fair value gap either holds or it gets broken through, if this holds, I'm going to be looking for either a stop rate and for us to continue long, and I'm going to take a long to target even higher. If this gets ran through, this fair value gap, I'm confident that we most likely going to go, and this is probably a market maker sell model, bigger time frame, and I would like to see us then sell off to this internal sell side level, and then possibly even back towards, again, the external draw being this low, but I'm not confident this is the external draw until we then see us have that move. So that's my thesis. We'll see what we end up getting though. All right, market open here. ES selling off. We'll see if this becomes the morning manipulation, just kind of stop right before going up, rebalancing to these highs, or if we want to come down, take this low first. But most likely expecting this to just be morning manipulation to go take the lows out before pumping. Put my jazz on real quick. Always got to have the jazz on. All right, again, being patient here. Market open. See what the market wants to do here. Kind of have a little bit of a 3 drive here on the tops, but I do expect us to flip most likely and continue higher. Keep in mind, ES just took this internal sell side. We had all of these stacked equal lows from the previous day. Came down, swept sell side, now starting to get some displacement back to the upside. This is bullish for NQ as well. We are still holding this 4-hour fair value gap here as well on ES. But want to start to see displacement here on ES. We're looking pretty bullish here. Would expect this 15 to most likely hold. But again, we got news in 30. So most likely just going to be waiting for news. We'll see if we get a setup beforehand, but I'm not really expecting us to. We'll see. 15-second order block should hold bullish and then pump here. But I'm not trading the intraday. Or not trading the 15-second, at least right now. We need more structure. Should pump up to the 15-minute, though. Keep in mind, we already just did tap the 1 hour as well. Actually, no, we didn't. We're almost about to. But I would like to see us come to the 15 minutes. So we have this 1 hour here, but I most likely expect us to continue at least a little bit higher to go tap that 15 minute as well. Keep in mind, very slow retrace. So again, the possibility is I'm watching to see here as we come up, either continue to run higher or we have that displacement back down. From there is when I can recognize the internal model being here, buy side of the curve, sell side of the curve. First draw on liquidity, of course, would be this internal low. And then if we get displacement through here, this would give me understanding that bigger time frame market maker sell model, that this whole move is now probably sell side of the curve to go rebalance to the 4 hour fair value gap. But until I get that structure, I won't have a valid bias. Discord sale 90 per month, or is just for the first month? 90 per month. So this sale is the first that we stopped doing grandfather sales, but everybody wanted me to bring them back, so I did. So this is the first sale like we've started to do grandfather prices again. So if you buy at 90, you're locked in. You're locked in at 90 for life. It's on sale for the next week. Again, there goes NQ. Kind of work our way up into that 15 minute. Again, right now we are in the 1 hour though, but I still expect us to go higher most likely. All right, there we go. NQ's pumping up. Tap the 15-minute. Again, first step that we want to see has now happened. From now, I'm going to look to see again, are we going to continue to run this, or are we going to look to reject it? Why do I have 10 minutes late between NQ and... You have to have market data. Subscription. CME data. Said watch out for the 15-minute fair value gap. What about the order block sitting right on top of it because price sometimes can get up there? Yeah, exactly. I'm watching that as well. And again, this order block aligns perfectly with equilibrium of the range as well. Keep in mind the most likely scenario too here is we continue higher, unless we have a 4-hour candle. You know, just have another move to the down, which is possible. But this 4-hour fair value gap is most likely going to open up depending on if we run back higher or not. As much as I want to be bearish right now, I am leaning more towards this wanting to get ran through, but I would love to see this get rejected and sell back off just because I want to start to see more downside in the market. Again, keeping in mind what ES is doing as well. ES is in the 4-hour fair value gap. We just ended up taking equal lows from here. We're starting to get displacement back up. ES looks pretty bullish. So until we can get back below this, I'm going to be pretty bullish right now. Again, right now, patience, patience. Let the market tell us what it wants to do. I'm more like Midwest, yeah. It's 7:40, but it's completely dark outside because of winter. And ES starting to get some displacement to the upside. The possible long that you could have taken, again, like I was saying here, is the 15-second order block here when we start to consolidate and we get this move up. We have this nice nestled in order block here that you could have taken a possible long targeting that 15-second or the 15-minute fair value gap. Again, continuing to watch here. We still got news in 20 minutes as well. Do you buy coffee every morning? No, I made this coffee. Depends how I'm feeling. It depends if I'm craving a Starbucks drink. How was your stay in Paris? It was great. I absolutely loved Paris. It was super fun. But I'm happy to be back home. All right, finally reaching up in this order block again. Most likely expecting us to just continue higher here until we start to reject. Again, like I was saying in the pre-market of the possibility and the opportunity that I was talking about is I'm expecting this candle to reach up. So I'm expecting an imbalance to probably get left behind. So again, 5-minute fair value gap. We have one down here. We have a big one that's going to open here, but I'm more watching this 15-minute. When the 15-minute candle starts to open, this next one, again, this takes another 30 minutes. So if news ends up happening, we continue to consolidate up here. I'm looking for the 15-minute to get rebalanced into to then form my bias, all right? So next candle opens. Want to see us continue to stay here. Next candle opens 15-minute after news, reaches back down, fail, swing lower, and then we continue higher from there. Again, I'm watching to see if we either reject here or we continue higher. Because this is a point in time where we would look to want to see rejection if we are in a market maker sell model. But it's too early to tell. I'm gonna mark this little inverse here as well. Again, continuing to pump here in the morning, like we said. Yes, starting to see a lot of displacement to the upside. So again, if this imbalance gets ran through, if we continue to pump here, which we're really bullish, that's why, again, I'm more bullish than I am bearish right now, as much as I would want to see us sell off. Whatever this 15-minute imbalance is going to give me the setup for the day, or the bias, depending on, again, it depends on how we react to it as well, but still just watching, still being patient. Again, morning here, we've just been pumping up, waiting for the bigger time frame imbalance to be formed. We have a 5-minute down here as well. I'll watch to see how the inverse ends up working out too. 15 minutes got ran through, so I want to see if this, again, continues to hold. Very patient right now. Letting the morning start to settle. I use Forex Factory to check news. Still going higher. Again, I do not care to see this move right now, right? A lot of you guys are probably looking at this being like, oh my God, I could have longed this. I could have made blah, 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 blah. I don't care. Simply watching what the market's giving me. If the market doesn't align with whatever edge I'm looking for, I don't care what the market does. No trades yet today. I know it's there, Rob. I know it's there. Again, this imbalance doesn't mean anything until price action shows me it means something. Need a model that doesn't just watch price? What do you mean? Again, this looks like a classic buy model on ES too, so keep that in mind. We'll see if it starts to get respected, but this looks pretty bullish here. Again, 15-minute fair value gap. Just next candle open. We still need 50 more minutes. Again, that's when news is going to hit. So I'm going to look to see whatever that 15-minute fair value gap opens up, see if that gets respected or not. But ES is looking pretty bullish right now. One thing you do want to keep in mind, though, is bigger time frame. This could start to be the market maker sell model, but we've been super bullish that I'm not really starting to lean that way. Again, draw on liquidity on ES is still higher. Every sort of pullback to an imbalance has been straight back up. Continue higher, pull back, continue higher. So right now I'm expecting this to, a lot of the times, be right back to buy side. So I'm more of watching this breaker here on ES for possible long. And Q holding on to the 1 minute right now. See if we start to hold up and get some displacement up higher. You can't hear me well? I'm sure you can hear me well. It's probably on your end. Q holding the 1 minute, starting to see some displacement, expecting some new highs. Again, being very, very patient here. News in 12 minutes. Wanting to see ES start to pull back into this breaker for the ES looks really, really good for longs. What low was that too? We might have actually formed SMT here. We do have SMT actually at these lows here. Oh, actually, never mind. We don't. Actually, no, we don't. We took those two, huh? Yeah, we did. Looks good, brother. AC, that's good. That's our. Mark this as manipulation too here. What up, Claire? Welcome to the fam, Claire. I watched your standard deviation video last night and I learned a lot from it. The one thing that left me confused was that in your example, the market took external buy side or sell side and then would take internal buy side or sell side for you to then look for a break of structure to draw in the standard deviation. I noticed that some days trading, you do not wait for that to happen all the time. And then what becomes the standard deviation becomes whatever the manipulation move is. So I don't care if I'm waiting for internal, because internal doesn't matter until we get displacement. All I'm looking for is when we get displacement. So like, I don't care if this becomes the manipulation. I don't care if this is. I don't care if this is. I don't know that that's manipulation until we get this move. From there, then I look to see whatever the internal is. So I'm always waiting for internal because I'm looking for displacement. So once I get displacement, then I know what the manipulation move is. And sometimes there's not a clear manipulation move, right? Sometimes there's not a clear there's not one. There's not one. But like here, it's super clear, right? We have a clear manipulation move, right? We had equal lows here acting as sell side. We have the 4 hour fair value gap over, right? We want to see nestled liquidity inside of imbalances, right? When we come down, we easily manipulate, swipe all of these equal lows, and then instantly get displacement to the upside. So we take from whatever the recent swing high is to whatever the low is. This is our manipulation move. This is our standard deviation projection. We got news in 9 minutes. Again, I'm looking for that 15-minute fair value gap to open up too, as well as rebalance into this inverse. Just got funded. Let's go. Nope, haven't taken any trades yet today. Fib settings for standard deviation is you can take a screenshot. Chart theme is fire. Much love. I want to see the bigger time frame pullback, Patron. It's lower probability when we're up here. Watch, there's a possibility that we don't go take this recent high here. This actually might just SMT. In fact, this is probably what it's probably going to turn into. Again, I'm waiting for the bigger time frame rebalance. Swear this is the best community. Much love, bro. Glad you enjoy here. Yeah, another reason why I didn't take longs here. When we're up, again, a lot of the times what I like to think about too is once we run this bigger time frame imbalance, I know that price is most likely going to rebalance to this area. So if I'm taking longs above whatever the rebalance price is, especially when we have news in 8 minutes or 7 minutes, whatever it is, I'm not looking to take any trade above this range because I know we're most likely going to rebalance, especially when we're making new highs like this. It might work out. It might work out. But the risk is always most likely going to be skewed. And it just puts me at more risk when we have news. And I know that we're most likely going to rebalance lower. And if we don't, that's fine. But I'm not going to look at this trade and be like, oh my God, I should have longed this. Again, we're focused on building good habits, not making money. If I come into this and I'm like constantly looking on opportunities that are not good opportunities, and then I get lucky and make money from those trades, and I think that I'm a good trader because I made that decision, you have to be brutally honest with yourself. Trading is, you have to have an absurd level of self-accountability. If you have a winning trade, you have to admit yourself, is that a good win or is that a bad win? Because guys, when I take trades, I'll be the first to tell you if this is a good trade or this is a bad trade. Am I happy with this or am I not happy with this? Because I'm focused on improving as a trader. And this is kind of one of those trades where even if it does fit my model, right? Technically it is because you have a bigger time frame imbalance getting rejected. You get displacement up. You get a pullback to an order block, whatever it is. You're looking for new highs. It might work. But in relation to my already existing bias on a bigger time frame, it goes against it. Even though I'm bullish, I still would want to see us pull back to the 15-minute like I planned for pre-market, and that's what I'm going to follow. Literally sitting on my hands right now because they're cold. Again, still waiting here. We got news in 5 minutes. Patience, patience, patience. Is this a bad trade? Yeah, I would not be looking to short that Starlet. Where can I find the jazz playlist? It's just the regular workday jazz on Spotify. I use this one all the time. What's your recommend size on ES? Again, it's gonna be completely different for everybody. You have to be whatever you're comfortable with. If you're on a funded, again, figure out what the max risk you want to have is. The Santa hat is on. Let's go, Dan. 1300 on the day. My boy. What up, Wild? So I would expect this to be internal market maker sell model. If this to me looks like it would want to be internal sweep to then rebalance. Again, we have news in 3 minutes too, so it might either pump us or sell us back off. But we should go back at least to this low. This is kind of what I would want to see happen here. Could still go higher again, but this is what I would want to see. Since we start to see price start to slow down here. Start to see a move, retrace to the fair value gap, retrace, slow, takes buy side, and immediately displaces lower. This to me looks like 15-second market maker sell model. Again, I'm not taking anything because we have news in 2 minutes, but I'm more of just, again, back testing price action right now. Expect this to sell off. Order blocks to holding. Again, I go into the market just focusing on building conviction. The times when I need to put on risk and I allow myself to put on risk are the times when I'm going to get paid. I'm not focused on making money when I go into the market. I'm focusing on building conviction. So when I'm looking at this trade, many of you guys are like, Justin, if you have conviction with a short here, why would you not take a short, right? Number one, we got news in 2 minutes. Breaks my rules immediately. So that's the first thing I'm not taking. Second of all, it goes against my bias on a bigger time frame because I would like to see this happen first before going higher. So simply watching price action, testing theories, testing confluences, and then again, if this ends up working in my favor, I get to sit here and say, hey, this actually worked. This is going to start to build conviction to my already existing bias. If it doesn't work, I get to say, okay, you know, what was the reason that this might not have worked, right? I'm just simply watching price action backtest until we start to see news play, and then we'll see what we want to go from there. We have macro that just opened as well, tapping back into the 1 minute fair value gap. I would expect this to, I would want to see this reject. If this gets ran through, we'll go to new highs. You've got news in 1 minute here as well. Want to see news start to sell us back. That's what I would want to see expect here. Again, waiting for news right now. There comes news. See if the market maker sell model ends up playing out. Would want to see the... Yeah, we got a nestled 5 minute in there too. News sets us higher. Takes out this low resistance liquidity run. Doesn't take out the last low here. Continuing higher. Again, news pushing us up. Still no trade for me, guys, right now. Here we go. 15 minute has now been opened. This is what I'm looking for. This is what I was looking for going into the day. 50-minute fair value gap now been opened. Inverse nestled in here as well. Expecting us to retrace back into this before going higher. Taking a look at ES here as well. Again, no retrace back into the breaker. No retrace back into the 5-minute. 5 minutes now open, though. Or 15 minutes, sorry. 15-minute is now open. Definitely a good opportunity for longs. We're starting to feel like we're going to most likely pull back before heading back higher to the external draw. Again, patience, patience right now. Justin, don't look at YouTube chat? Wow, that's crazy. I just read that. Again, waiting for us to pull back to that 15-minute. Can this still qualify as market maker sell model on higher time frame? Not no. I'm okay. The only way that this could qualify, no, I really don't think so. I mean, okay, the only way that it could qualify as market maker sell model is if this gets ran through to the downside. I would need to see this. That's the only way. But like from this move, I don't expect that to happen. It could. It could. But I don't think that's more likely than us going higher. I need to check my FET position. Didn't FET fucking blast off this morning? New highs, huh? Crazy. Again, still waiting right now, guys. Still being patient. If it takes out equal highs on ES, are you still bullish or no? Which, these equal highs up here? No, these not. I'm looking for new highs. Again, I'm expecting price to retrace back down before going higher. Manipulation does happen on all time frames, Nick. That's the thing. It's fractal. You can use it for projections depending on what setup you're looking at, depending on the time frame. Thoughts on Euro USD? I don't trade Euro most of the time. I mean, sometimes I'll take a look at it. I'm pretty bullish on Euro right now. Again, if I don't get the entry I want or what I'm waiting for, I don't take a trade. It's as simple as that. Have to have the patience to sit here, and if you don't get what you want to see in the market, you simply just don't take a trade. If you end up sitting here trying to force everything because you can't sit still and sit on your ass and just fucking wait, you're gonna end up taking really bad setups, and you're just gonna dig the hole deep for yourself. You have to build patience. You have to build discipline. I know exactly what I'm looking for in the market, and if I do not get that exact thing, I don't take a trade. My mics are... Just made 4K on gold today before news. Done for the day. Let's go, bro. Guys, you got to notice where we are right now and notice what kind of market we are in. The probability of us being bearish right now is so slim to none. In fact, we're so bullish that we probably won't, we might not even pull back to the imbalance. You should not be looking for shorts right now. Trust me. The only way that you should be looking for shorts right now is if this fair value gap gets ran through to the downside. Other than that, you should not even be looking to touch shorts right now. But Justin, there's an order block right here. If you're worried about an order block right now, you have no concept of what the draw on liquidity is. And what kind of market we're in right now. Do not try to fight this market. Do not try to fight this trend right now. In fact, I probably won't get an entry for this long. But again, do I care? No, I do not care. If I get an entry or I do not get an entry, I simply do not care. Why? Because I'm practicing good habits. If I know what I'm looking for, if I was to take a trade that's not what I'm looking for, and then we end up pulling back to what I was looking for, what is that doing to me? Ruining my conviction, ruining my confidence, breaking all my rules, ruining my discipline, ruining my patience, everything that I've worked for. One single day ends up hurting me. Are you up today? I'm break even. I haven't taken a single trade today. Again, I want to show you guys what discipline and patience looks like. If I do not get what I want to see in the market, I will not take a trade. I don't care to entertain you. I don't care to do anything. If I don't get it, if I don't get the setup that I'm looking for, I won't take a trade. Okay, it's not the jacket. You guys are so troll. Oh my god. Didn't mean to do that. Thanks for that, Justin. I'm profitable 80% of the time. If I don't see what I'm exactly looking for, I don't go in. Love to hear, bro. Courses for beginners, Antonio. It goes over like everything from the basics of what is futures, everything. If you go check the masterclass, you can actually, on the Watt page, you can see everything that's included in it. The amount of time that I chase moves like this just for it to pull back first to stop me out and go back where I originally wanted price to go is crazy. But it taught me first how to handle, to be patient, and wait for what you want to see. Never underestimate the market's ability to pull back, even if it looks like it's just about to run highs or lows. Exactly. Most people, again, the people that are in chat saying, Justin, why don't you use lower time frame entries to take longs? Because it goes against what I'm looking for already. This time frame, again, I would want to see this get ran through. This 1 minute get ran through. Why? Because we have a massive 15-minute imbalance here. Buy side rests above. We haven't had any sort of pullback the entire morning. It has been 40 minutes, and we've just been straight up. Why would I take it long right now? You're just trading off of FOMO at that point in time. Patience, guys. Patience. Again, you're focused on your P&L right now. You're scared to end the day not green or red. You honestly don't care if you're red or green. You just want to click a fucking button right now. And when you're in that mindset, you're done for. You've already blown up your account if you're thinking like that. Again, I'm here to practice what I preach. I'm here to show you guys the reality of trading and how you need to be thinking and how you need to be trading. Up 1,500 of the day. Shout out Justin for teaching us how to fish instead of just spoon feeding us, stepping away for the day. Much love, J-Man. Have a good one, brother. Enjoy the rest of your day, bro. Hey, Justin, I'm new here. Are you taking trades every day live? No, I'm taking trades every day live in my Discord, but on YouTube, I do it maybe once every 2 weeks, once a week maybe. But I live trade every single day in my Discord. Can 2 people join your Discord because it's expensive in my country? I mean, you guys can like share an account, sure. Can you talk about your thought process on stop losses? Sometimes it's very clear with a logical high or low. Other times it's not, and I'm not sure where it's placed. So a lot of the times with my stop, the first thing I'm focused on is whatever my max risk is going to be, right? So when I enter a trade, I'm already knowing, am I entering low size, mid size, full size? And at that point in time, that's going to decide how tight I need to keep my stop. So if there's not an obvious low or there's not an obvious high, depending on where I need to put my stop, it's all going to depend on, number one, knowing my risk. If I'm in my full size, I know that I don't want to give it more room because it's just going to put an unnecessary risk, right? That's why I pyramid into my entries, which I'm actually going to make a video on soon, which is how I have very small losses and really big wins, is because I scale into a position based off of continuous confirmations. So when I see an area where I want to put a stop loss, a lot of the times I'll enter light size with a tight stop. If I get stopped, I'll then re-enter, scale back into a position, and continue to scale. So if I get stopped, I'll get stopped very, very small size and take a very small loss. And then the more confirmation I get, I'll scale back into a position. And then whatever that low was that the stop loss got stopped at, most of the time is just the raid. So if I'm looking for a long and we come back down, you know, and swipe some sort of low, that's not only, it's giving me more confirmation on my trade. If we were to come back down to an imbalance, raid whatever the recent low is, and then displace higher, that's even giving me a better entry than the first one, because I now have more conviction and more confluence because we've now rated that low. Sorry, that was kind of a lot, but hopefully you understood what I was saying. If you're already scaled in, do you move your stop? Yes. It depends. It depends. Masterclass is more in-depth and a lot of like beginner-friendly stuff, and then more complicated stuff as well. The masterclass is 8 hours. It's 8 lessons, and each lesson is an hour long. How important to you are lower time frame order blocks inside massive imbalances, or do you use them as SLs? And I really don't care about lower time frame order blocks inside imbalances. My FET trade is just an investment. I'm holding that for at least a year until I'm for a crypto bull run. I just have a lot of conviction in AI. In fact, let me check my position right now. Probably up a solid like 10K already. Again, this could be a possible long. Will I take this? Probably not. Because we're way, way up here. Could take it with low size, but again, at this point in time, if you guys want to trade, this is one right here. But again, where we are right now, trying to take a long, I don't like it. Again, I'm focused on building discipline, and I'm building patience right now. There you go. For all the signal bots, there you go. There was your long play. Happy birthday. There you go. On God, I went full force. Thanks, Justin. Can you explain that one? Again, it's just like the other one. It's bigger time from imbalance, which in this case is the 1 minute. Draw on liquidity is higher. Once we continue to hold this, I'm waiting for displacement up. Zooming into a smaller time frame. Waiting. We get displacement up. Pull back to the order block. This would be your long, targeting internal liquidity, and then letting your runners go to the external draw. Just like my normal model. And again, all the people that were bearish going into this whole move here, you got to recognize what the market's showing you. All right, external draw is now taken. Straight move up this morning. Straight move. Imbalances is just a fair value gap. Another word for an unfair value gap. Yeah, there's not really any spreads on futures. Sometimes I think I'm so picky with my positions. Is it bad or good? Okay, every time somebody comes to me and they tell me that they're picky, this is what I tell them to do. Trade how you normally trade. If you're picky, you're picky. But journal everything that you think you would take versus what you do take. If you think that you're a picky trader, journal the trades that you would like to take, but you're too picky to take. Does it work? Does it not work? Journal the trades that you do take because you're picky. Does it not work? Does it work? From there, looking at sample size and how you're behaving based off of your trades, you will see if you are more profitable being picky or if you would be more profitable being less picky in trading those trades. But you don't know that until you actually do the research and actually focus on journaling and backtesting. Again, at this point in time, I probably expect us to still go higher. We do have a little bit of an SMT here. ES hasn't taken this high yet. NQ has. So again, I would like to start to see us retrace possibly back into the 15 minute. But again, I'm kind of still watching right now. Again, the objective has now been taken, so I need more structure to validate a bias, right? All morning, I'm bullish because the draw and liquidity is higher. Now that the draw has been taken, I need more structure to give me some sort of bias here. Could still be bullish, could start to be bearish. I don't know until I get more structure. Yes, the objective has been taken. Correct, Brian. One hour inverse on NQ so clean. Which one? This massive one right here? No. I was like, this one? What about it? We ran right through it, though. Oh, did we get above it and then bounce? Oh, I guess you're saying from here. I wouldn't really say that this bounce was from that, but definitely confluence. Can you do another live tomorrow if you get no trades today? Nope. Again, I live trade in my Discord every single day, guys. And we're on sale. Big Christmas sale right now, too. So if you're thinking about joining, now's the time. Live trade every morning, and we do charting sessions every single night. Again, going over. The most important part is our charting sessions. Every single night, going over. What do we do right? What do we do wrong? And most of the charting sessions do not get posted on YouTube. Only some of them get posted on YouTube. Like last night's didn't get posted on YouTube. There's a lifetime option right now. Normally we don't offer lifetime, but there's a lifetime option right now. The Discord pretty much pays for itself. If you listen to what I say. In what case would you take a long if buy side got swept? If we come back down to this 15-minute for value gap, or come back down to some sort of imbalance and form a new structure, but I'm not taking longs at the highs right now. You're crazy. Again, guys, there's going to be days where you just don't take a trade. You cannot be... You've been constantly fed fucking dopamine in this game of, like, Discords that constantly give out signals. And Discords that literally have no fucking clue what they're doing. They're literally giving you out useless signals because you just want trades because you have no fucking clue what you're doing and you don't want to put in the work to actually learn it. You will never be successful if you are like that. My community is for the people who actually want to learn, who want to grow, who want to become a self-sufficient trader, and use me and my experiences as an advantage. You got to get out of your little dopamine brain. Being able to sit here for the last hour and have not taken a single trade is something that most traders cannot do. You need to be able to do that. You have to be able to sit here for an hour, 2 hours, and not take a single trade. Most of you cannot do that right now. Again, I know exactly what I'm looking for in the market. If I do not get that, I do not take a trade because I have that level of discipline. The offer, it's on sale for a week. What is your A+ setup? I have a whole thread on my A+ setup on my Twitter page. Can't reach my first payout in my funded account. I need to learn Confluence and understand market a lot more. A lot of the times it's just because you don't have the patience and discipline to wait for a good setup. And you're either over leveraging, again, you're focused on getting it funded, you're not focused on building good habits. When you're focused on making money, when you're focused on getting a payout, when you're focused on passing a funded account, you're going to psychologically do worse, always. If you're focused on building good habits, being patient, being disciplined, taking good setups, you will always do more. Tips for self-sabotage. Good question. Self-sabotage, and there's a lot of different ways that you can be self-sabotaged. Like, give me an example of how you do that for yourself. Oh my God, this is Sophia. That looks so gas. You got me so hungry right now. Holy shit. What would I need to see to look for shorts? Really nothing right now. I'm not taking shorts in this market. Again, you guys got to be able to adapt to market conditions. Now, do you know what look? Take a look at this. Like, we're all looking at the same chart, right? We can all see this, right? We can all see this, right? Do you think you have a higher probability taking shorts in this market or longs in this market? And even if the model looks good for taking shorts, do you still think that it's a high probable condition to take shorts in? Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if the model looks good or not. You're not recognizing conditions. Trading is a game of probability. Until you start to align confluence, personal conviction, adaptation of market conditions, and A plus, and what again exactly what you're looking for in the market, is when when you can do that is the point in time you will absolutely skyrocket as a trader. Your consistency, your everything. Dave teaches, says every day is a trading day. Every day is a trading day, sure. Yeah. But that doesn't mean that you should trade. Every day, yeah, you have the possibility of taking a trade. When you're in the mindset of going into every single day being like, oh my God, I go in with high expectations being like, I'm going to take a fire day. You know, I'm going to make so much money. When you guys, you got to think about this psychologically. People don't think about this. And I'm glad that you're in my live because I'm going to be one of the most, if not the most realist person in this space that is going to tell you exactly what you don't want to fucking hear, which is the actual reality of this game. When you go into every single day expecting to, and if I wake up in the morning, okay, let me say this. I'm a new trader. Tell me if this is you guys. I'm a new trader. You know, I'm working on getting funded. I want to get my funded account. I want to make money. You know, I'm working towards this, all these things. I wake up in the morning, right? I check my funded account P&L. All right, what's my max loss? What's my daily drawdown? You know, how much room do I have here? So automatically my P&L is running in my head, all right? Looking at the market. Oh my God, all right, this setup looks good, blah, 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 blah. All right, let me take a trade here. Trade doesn't even look that good, but you're focused on passing a funded or getting out of drawdown, or you're too scared to take a trade because you're in drawdown. You take a loss, ends up emotions start going wild. You are completely disconnected from the market right now. You are completely disconnected. The only thing that you are attached to mentally right now is your fucking funded account and your P&L. You have no idea what the market is even doing right now. You might think that you're looking at the market, but you are so focused on the external factor of the outcome of what you are doing that trading is completely off the board. You could be playing fucking soccer and still thinking about your P&L. You gotta understand, when you start focusing on the outcome instead of the actual process to get to the outcome, is when you will completely fail. You will never be successful if you are focused on the outcome. You have to be primarily just focused on the process. If you go into every single day focused on good habits, building good conviction, focusing on building conviction with your model, having good risk management, not over leveraging, recognizing market conditions, when you go into every single day doing those things, I don't care to make money. I don't care to lose money. I don't care to take a trade. I don't care to not take a trade. I don't care about anything that has to do with a P&L funded, taking trades, anything. All I'm focused on is building conviction with my model. If I see it, I take it. If I don't take it. That is it. You will see your trading absolutely skyrocket because you are focused on the habits and the actual conditions that it's going to take to be the trader that you want to be. If you are focused on the outcome, you will never get it. I am being real. Nobody else is going to tell you this shit. No trades for me today. And there's a difference between being a mentor versus being somebody who sells you a dream and sells you and takes advantage of you, knowing that all you just want is alerts. Most of the people joining communities, you just want alerts. You want the easy way out. You don't want to learn how to trade. You don't want to deal with the psychological reflections that you have to actually think about when when wanting to become a good trader. You don't want to deal with all the hardships. You want it fucking easy. Nobody wants to work hard, okay? Nobody does. But guess what? There's a reason why 99% of the people in this space fail. And if you don't decide that you want to put in the 1% effort, I would just say quit right now, to be honest. It's not worth it. Take a step, realize where you are in your journey, figure out where you want to be. Take a look at me. I've been in the space for almost 5 years now. I have lost a lot. I have been through thousands of hardships in my journey. I have fallen thousands of times and gotten back up thousands of times. I have blown many accounts. I have learned. I have failed. I have learned from the failures. Always, constantly. I still am. Because guess what? I'm a trader first. You never stop learning. You never stop improving. The difference between me and some other influencer in this space is I actually fucking care about what you're doing. I want to see you guys be successful. But I know you will not be successful when you're just fucking taking random signals. And guess what? You think that that's what you want. That is not what you want. That is not what you want. You want to be a good trader. You want to make money long term. You want to retire your parents. You want financial freedom. Do you think you're going to fucking get that from taking signals? You are absolutely so stupid if you think that that is the case. The people that actually take the time and listen to what I say and allow me to give them advice and let me teach through my experiences, there's been more people in self-sufficient, successful traders that has come out of tactical traders than I think almost any other community. Because we are not focused on making money. When you are focused on making money, all of the habits that need to build to get there goes out of the window. We are focused on the process that it takes to actually make that money. And when you are in that mindset, you will see your trading absolutely fucking skyrocket. Again, I still wouldn't touch the market right now, guys. We're just skyrocketing. There's no reason for me to touch the market right now. Zero. Again, I need a lot more structure for any sort of validation right now. Buy side objective in the morning has been taken. We just reached, again, this is a point in time where I would expect ES to start to have a little bit of leeway rejection. Again, if we respect 2 to 2.5, where do we go? Where do we go if the standard deviation projection rejects? Again, this literally area that we go to was projected in the morning just from the manipulation. We see the manipulation in the morning, we know exactly where we're going. Where do I expect to go after rejecting here? Equilibrium of the range. Yeah, you can mess. You guys, the thing with my community is no question goes unanswered. If you have questions about the market, if you're having trouble, we do charting sessions every single night. The whole point for those charting sessions is so you guys can show me trades you took. Ask me questions. Say, okay, I did this. What did I do wrong here? You know, this is how I felt. You know, what do you recommend? This is what I'm struggling with. Every single person gets that opportunity. Bro, why are you sending me Whopper meals? You're getting me hungry. What is the meaning of life? I mean, we can get into that if you want. Simple answer to that is I think the meaning of life is to use your senses of what you were born with. See, hear, think, feel, smell, taste, and just experience life. A lot of you could be profitable, or even improving as a trader if you were patient enough to take at least one good single trade and walk away. No trade, walk away. You didn't risk your money. Simple. Exactly. Most people can't do that though. One trade, walk away. Again, psychologically, we are greedful creatures. Always, always want more, and that's going to be their downfall. Cannot log into my TradingView account. It says too many attempts tried, but I'm able to log into it on my phone. Do you know how I could fix it? You might have to wait or message support. Oh, I don't know. Do you believe in a higher power? I really want to. I believe in a higher power, but I just don't know what the fuck it is. Look where we rejected right now, guys. Look where ES rejected right now. And people think this is random. Crazy. Simply boils down to every struggling trader either lacks rules or the discipline to follow those rules. Every one-on-one I have done, that's the first question I ask is, what are your rules? Most don't have any. Exactly. Could you possibly look to bring people onto the nightly trading session for like 5 minutes at a random? Yeah, I would want to actually do that and talk about their problems and stuff like that. No. Don't even watch it for the trades, Justin. Watch it for the psychology you blurred out. I appreciate it, gang. Much love, Joshua. Instead of the 5 minute, because this is the manipulation. It doesn't matter. The 15 minute, it's still the manipulation. 15 minute or the 5 minute. Again, manipulation in the morning. Sell side here, 4 hour for value gap nestled in as well. We get displacement. This becomes the breaker. This becomes now our manipulation move. Whatever the recent swing high is to whatever the low is that was created, this is the manipulation. And then this is consequent encroachment of the 2 to 2.5, which is going to be the most likely area we project before heading back to equilibrium of the range. Yeah, there's voice streams on the Discord. A lot of times when I hop off live, a lot of the members will go in the voice chat. Do you think psychology outside of trading bleeds into your trading? Abso-fucking-lutely. Again, everything that you do outside of your life is always going to bleed into your trading. The discipline. Do you take care of yourself? Do you go to the gym? Are you How can you expect to be disciplined inside the markets if you're not disciplined outside the market? Same person. Can I trade Spire QQQ? Exactly, of course. Yeah, because we're trading the same industry. This is a standard deviation projection. I have a whole video on my YouTube about it. Found you a while back when I watched you on Top Step TV a little while back. I love how you keep it real, man. Seriously, consider signing up for your Discord. We'd love to have you, brother. Again, you can join for a month, see if you like it or not, and then go from there. But I guarantee you, I absolutely guarantee you, if you join for a month, you will be very happy that you did, and you will see more growth being in our community than any other community. And I take it again. Take it. Don't listen to me. Take it from all of our members in here. They'll probably say the same thing. I was doing so well not taking trades for multiple days. If I didn't see what I wanted, then something just switched and I started taking trades every day, even multiple. I started losing a lot more when I was being patient, and it just shows that thinking about P&L does what it does to your mental. Even if you don't think that you are, just lock in and think long term. And past the 2 weeks, that's how I was able to, but no trade today, and I'm not going to unless A+ setup. Thanks for what works and will always work. Thanks, Justin. Much love, brother. Again, exactly. You're 100% right. Always. I'm a tactical trader's rider. I even tell my friends who don't trade how OP this Discord is. What range are you expecting us to drop to? So what I've backtested is most of the time when standard deviation gets rejected, which we're starting to right now, we'll go back to equilibrium of the entire morning range. So this is the entire morning range. This is equilibrium of the range. This is where I'm expecting price to most likely retrace back to on ES. The link is in the bio of the YouTube. It should be in the description. No, I wouldn't really take a trade to the downside unless it's super, super clear. Much love, David. Wonder why my SD is different than yours. Oh, it's because you're not, you got it again, negative. You pull it down from, notice how mine's negative. Actually, it should be the same though. That's interesting, huh? Switch it to negative. Your live commentary is my therapy every day. Much love. What usually happens in a situation like this where it comes back to equilibrium? Does it usually use a fair value gap to continue further up, or does it just consolidate? So it either comes back to equilibrium and then continues to go to the 4 standard deviation, or we continue to form more structure, and then from here, the model is complete, and then we form something new from there. But again, there's still a possibility, like, we're super strong that we just continue through here and go to 4. Favorite type of music genre? Dude, I listen to so much music, I really couldn't tell you. Why did you count that sweep at 9:15 as manipulation? In your standard deviation video, you said that after a sweep, there is a manipulation move. Yeah, this is the manipulation move. This is the sweep. This is the last move lower before having displacement higher, which is the manipulation move. Tried negative and still off. Not sure what I'm doing wrong. Huh. Wait, it's still not negative. What am I looking at here? What is this massive one right here? You gotta put it with this. And it's not at the high either. Measure here. Oh, actually, wait, yeah, it is. Hold on. Flip it the other way though. You want a book channel? I could do that. Discord link on your Twitter bar. It should be in the YouTube description as well. Here, I can actually, here, I'll just send it in the chat. There you go. No, the masterclass does not give you Discord access. The masterclass is just the mentorship. Are you pickier with trades during the holiday season? Absolutely, especially at this point of the year. I've been completely de-risked the last month and a half. Completely de-risked. No, the masterclass does not give you Discord access for life. The only thing that gives you Discord access for life is lifetime, which is the one-time payment. What up, Raz? Doesn't look too bad, Gabe. What are you targeting, though? Yo, Justin, you know what would be a fire channel with, like, quizzes that you need to figure out the direction or whether or not there is enough information to take a trade, or what would be the next step in a trade model? I like that, too. Possible homework idea. One thing I see people struggle with is trying to find reversal off a sell side level alone, but to frame reversal more, there has to be a PD array in the area equal of a range to support price higher after sweeping that level. If you have no context besides sell side sweep, you don't have conviction for the market is going to go up back towards highs. Would you agree? Absolutely, and it goes for the other way too. If I take buy side or sell side, there's no if I don't have confluence. Again, what the hard part is about being at all-time highs is there's nothing to the left of us to reject off of. So even if I take buy side, we can just continue to break higher because there's no confluence, right? The highest quality setup, like again, looking at my Twitter, my highest quality setup is when I have a bigger time frame imbalance after buy side, right? Buy side or sell side. We have some sort of bigger time frame imbalance here. When we're at all-time highs, we don't have that. So there's no really reason for us to sell back off. When we have buy side and a bigger time frame imbalance, it gives us so much more likely probability for a sweep. SMT stands for smart money technique. You know Casper? Yep, I know Casper. I'm actually gonna do a podcast with Casper at the end of the year or early January. He wants to fly me to Miami to do a podcast. Casper's my boy. Who's your favorite ICT trader? My favorite ICT trader? I would say my favorite ICT traders are probably on Twitter. I would say Fair Value God is pretty fire. He's really good. He's a good trader. I would say, what's his name? Zussi? I think his name is Zussi. I don't know enough about Day, to be honest. I don't know enough about Pepe Thug like you either, but I've heard good things about him as well. I would say T-Trades as well. Mr. Pickle too. Umar's not ICT, but I would put Umar as up there in the trading world. Absolutely. Got it fixed, thanks. There we go. Do you know Arjo? I think I've seen actually a couple of his videos. Arjo, I don't know enough about Arjo, but I from some of his videos he seems cool. I've never, again, there's a difference between the people that trade live and the people that don't trade live. I can't really tell based off of it's very easy to make a YouTube video about ICT concepts, but like trading live is completely different. Justin, I really like your charting sessions. I finished from start to finish because of the amount of tips and psychology you just is an absolute madness. Thanks, brother. Much love. Much love, Amir. Thank you, bro. What time is daily live trading? It's start of New York session. What was the result of backtesting the retracement after hitting 2 to 2.5 standard deviation? How often did it retrace to 50%? So the only really difference in conditions that it would be from backtesting is if the draw is still higher or not. So at this point in time, since we're at all-time highs, it's kind of different. But most of the time, the percentage of it was around 75 to 80%. But again, a lot of the times you have to measure. That's if the manipulation is correct. Sometimes people will draw standard deviation and then they just don't draw it right, and they'll be like, "Oh my god, why aren't we rejecting here?" It's because most of the time you just haven't recognized the manipulation move. NQ starting to sell back off. ES is starting to figure out if we want to get some displacement here. Again, once the objective's met, would want to see us start to reverse. Yes, I do use B-80J because it adjusts to the contracts. Let's go, Sophia. How it going? I know you mentioned you don't trust 2022 model at the moment. Is that because of the market conditions over November, December, or you just don't trust it in general? It has to be specific conditions, to be honest. Like, the only way I trust 2022, again, is it's got to be this. This is the only way I trust 2022. Is if we have higher time frame imbalance, the draw and liquidity is lower, and we have some sort of nestled liquidity inside of the imbalance. There's one more Paris vlog that's being edited right now. What do you think about this trade? Added on a little stop, moved my stop just a paper trade because we were bullish and I didn't want to break my rules. It looks good. Yeah, again, if you have the confluence or the idea of the trade, again, take it on paper, build conviction, Exactly what you should be doing. $10 a.m. No trades and done for the day. Thank you, Justin. It is a great step for me as I have never before had a day where I just watched PA and being patient. And good luck to everyone who is going into the PM session. Much love, brother. Again, it's a good feeling when you do it. A lot of people are like constantly wanting to get that gratification and satisfaction of just putting on a trade, and they really don't care if they end up losing. They would rather take a trade and lose on the day than not take a trade at all. And when you finally be able to sit here and just be patient, it feels good at the end of the day, knowing that you didn't break any rules. You just did exactly what you were supposed to do. Expecting NQ to continue to sell here. Again, and ES, again, look where we're rejecting on ES. Perfectly standard deviation. I would expect to see us sell back off. Expect NQ to probably come back into this 15-minute here as well. We are in this 5-minute, though. Keep that in mind. What do you choose to use fair value instead of an order block when using order blocks could give better RR? I would like to hear your opinion. I have used both as well. I feel like the RR is better when fair value gap, but I feel like if there's an order block nestled in a fair value gap, then I'll take that. But it really depends how big the fair value gap is. Your A+ setup manifested on oil today? Let's check. Oil looks good right now. Oil actually looks really good right now. Why do I feel like we form equal lows here after taking this here? Or one of those. No, I'm not thinking about entering shorts right now. Again, I don't like shorts in this market. You just have such lower probability, even if it looks good. You're such an amazing mentor, Justin. I just know we're gonna make it. It's just a matter of when. Thank you so much for your time. Much love, Jarvin. Javin. Means a lot, guys. You ever use midnight open price right here aligned with 5-minute fair value gap? Now we see retracement. I use it to pair it with a PD array and it works really well. I like using midnight open. I mean, me and T-Trades were talking about the way that he was using midnight open and more of just to understand. He uses midnight open to, and I'm kind of in the process of kind of backtesting it right now. But midnight open he uses it to check London, and it gives him the daily model pretty much. The daily session, depending on if London manipulates, or if London consolidates above or below midnight open, it gives him his daily bias, or if it aligns with the daily bias, is what we were talking about. This doesn't look too bad for shorts. I might give it a small stab here just to backtest price action. We'll see. We are in that 1 minute, though. I'm just kind of watching here, but... Again, still holding this imbalance right here as well. Shorts are just always lower probability when we're in this kind of condition. But I would like to see us start to sell back to this 15-minute. But again, you got to keep in mind, we are holding this 5-minute fair value gap. We are holding the 5-minute, and we are holding this 15-minute. We're still super bullish. Just keep that in mind. Any sort of shorts is just going to be lower conditions. Unless it's like super clear, I won't take a short. Again, still respecting that bullish imbalance here as well. So I'm still just watching right now. No reason to trade. My Wi-Fi just like dumped for a second. My Ethernet just like disconnected for a second. Try to say my name. I feel like you struggle. I've never heard you say it when you read my message. Audrin? Audron. Fuck, I have no idea, bro. I couldn't tell you. My boss told me that I was an idiot for using my top step to try and become a funded trader, and told me that I cannot become successful in it. I haven't learned, just like you, that everyone will doubt you until you actually become successful in it. Exactly. Always keep your head down. Never tell people that you trade when you first start. Audio's lagging? Audio's lagging? Huh. It's chilling? Okay. All right, I think I'm going to give a stab on NQ shorts. Again, not focused on making money. Significantly small size. Very small size. I am okay with losing. I am totally fine with losing. Simply backtesting my edge here. We want to see us come up just a little bit more. We might tap this and then sell. All right, I'm giving very small stab short here on NQ. Macro open tier 2 should see some nice sell-off. Again, very low size, just backtesting price action. If ES can get below these lows, NQ is going to sell. Notice how slow ES is right now versus NQ. NQ is looking a lot more weak, so once ES starts to sell, NQ should go pretty fast. Again, your first PT should be this low, but I'm going to let this... I would want to see us start to sell back to the 15-minute. Start to trail my stop. Again, once ES starts to get some more displacement here, ES or NQ should start to sell off pretty fast. But ES is just starting to kind of chill right here. I want to start to see ES start to get some displacement below this low. Right now, we're just kind of chilling. Patience, patience. I'm actually going to move this up a little bit to that order block. Around midnight open. Actually, I'll leave a runner, I guess. I'll do this. Again, very, very tight risk. I'm in 2 contracts. I don't care if I win or lose. All I'm doing is, again, going into the market, focusing on backtesting price action. There's going to be days where I'm confident, where I'm going to trade full size, and I'm going to, be risking thousands. There's going to be days where I don't want to do that, and I'm just going to risk a couple $100. Again, all I'm doing is focusing on building conviction, building patience and discipline. If I see a setup that's like, okay, again, I'm focusing on seeing if it wants to work. If I like the idea of the setup, I'll put it on with low size. Because again, I'm not focused on making money. I'm focused on building conviction every single day I come into the market. How much money in your account do you need to trade 2 contracts? 2 contracts of NQ is $2,000 initial margin. There we go. First PT at that low. Letting the rest go to this little 15-minute fair value gap. Stop to break even on the rest of my contracts. We want to see ES start to displace here to the downside again. More conviction because I want to see us go to equilibrium on ES here. If ES starts to sell, this will be the start of that breaker block right here. Respecting 2 to 2.5, would want to see us go back to equilibrium, and that should push NQ as well. But I want to see ES again get some displacement through this low. I don't want to see us sweep it and then bounce. But again, risk off trade now. How many hours do you trade live every day? It depends on the day. Again, there's going to be days where I want to put on size, where I'm confident taking the trade, and I'll trade my full size, risk a couple thousand. But at the end of the year, again, I've been significantly de-risked at this end of the year, this last month, waiting for the market to, again, give me more confident structure of where we are. So again, at this point in time, and when I'm who I am as a trader, all I'm focused on in this kind of market is building conviction, practicing patience, practicing discipline, because the people that are trying to just make a bunch of money in this kind of market a lot of the times are going to get railed and they're going to get burned. Particular trading session on your YouTube channel that outlines your A+ setup. There's a lot of them, to be honest. I just don't know which one. I feel like that short on the way back to equilibrium. I was waiting to see how we would react to the 15-minute fair value gap. Would love to see us sweep an internal low dip. Just placed up with market start shift forming the buy model. So I agree. Would be looking for what I would see as well. Can you explain why longs right here in the 15-minute and 1-minute fair value gap wasn't valid, but shorts were the move? Because the objective in the morning has already been taken. Buy side's been taken. So until we displace lower, back to equilibrium. Again, notice where we are on ES as well. ES is up, standard deviation. We're starting to reject. We'd want to see ES go back to equilibrium. That means NQ is most likely going to sell back off. Since buy side's been taken, again, it's less likely that I should be taking longs. The more likely for scenario of the way that I would want to see longs is to displace back inside the range and then fail to go lower. And then from there, want to see displacement back up. Right now, this is too early to be taking longs back to the upside. This will probably be the last trade before I end the session as well. All right, there we go. PT2 hit. And that's it. And that's all we need. Again, patience throughout the morning. You will see win rate. You will see your win rate and consistency skyrocket when you're not focused on taking trades. When I'm literally just here, sitting here, wanting to talk to you guys, give you good advice, give you good direction on where you need to be as a trader, you will see opportunity. Notice I'm not focused on making money. I simply am just focused on backtesting the strategy. I don't put on heavy size. Again, there's two ways I could look at this. I could look at this and be like, oh my God, if I put my full size on, I would be up like $5,000 right now. That's not how I think. The money will come. I'm more focused on habits. The habits that make me who I am as a trader is what's going to make me money. The second PT was this 15-minute fair value gap. The sale is for the next week. All right, guys. that's all I have for you guys today. Enjoy the rest of your day. Go journal. If you took a trade, go journal it. Notice, again, what'd you do right? What'd you do wrong? For the people that are in the Discord, I will see you guys later tonight for the charting session. We'll go over the trades that we took. We'll go over today, the price action. I'll probably look to maybe see if we have anything in the PM session later today, but I'm going to go get some breakfast, possibly some lunch. And I'll see you guys later tonight for the people in the Discord. So hopefully all the people on YouTube enjoyed watching today's live stream. Hopefully you guys got something out of this and a lot of educational purposes. Again, Christmas sale is on. Discord is on sale right now. If you want to think about joining, give us a chance. I guarantee it that you won't regret it. So enjoy the rest of your day, guys. I will see you in the next one. Peace.